The iPhone SE is the best budget phone of 2020. Specs aren't everything, especially when it comes to iPhones, so let's get those out of the way first. Now, as an Android user, I'm going to tell you why I think the iPhone SE is one of the best phones that money can buy right now. The price. It's the cheapest iPhone by far, at £419 for the 64GB model, £469 for the 128GB model, and £569 for the 256GB model. I think the sweet spot is the 128GB model, but if you don't want to spend the extra £50, you can stick with the 64GB. It's an iPhone that costs £419. When did we last see that? It must have been 6-7 years ago. The A13 Bionic. It's the same processor that's in the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Pro, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. The cheapest iPhone has a faster processor than any Android phone out. The single rear facing camera will probably be the best video camera at this price on a smartphone. It even challenges Android phones that are double its price. For still photos, it will be probably just behind the Pixel 4a, which will be released soon, but that'll be quite a good competition between the two. Comes with all the benefits of iMessage, continuity across devices, and it gets you involved in the Apple ecosystem, which so many people want these days. Some people prefer Touch ID to Face ID, especially coming from previous iPhones with the home button. They might prefer that to Face ID. The size is manageable for everyone. At 4.7 inches, the display is quite small. It will be very easy to use in one hand and perfect for the majority of people. However, if you can spend more, and I mean more than double, the iPhone 11 Pro is a very similar footprint with a 5.8 inch OLED display. So if you wanted to go for that size of a phone and thought that this was your only option, the iPhone 11 Pro is a very similar footprint with a much better display. It offers 5 years of software support from Apple, updates for 5 years. No Android phone can come close to that. The best that we have is Pixel, that gives you 3 years of software updates. Other than that, it's mostly 2 years of software updates. So if you're looking to keep your phone for a prolonged period of time, Apple is the way to go if you want software updates throughout the life cycle of your phone. And I'm gonna say it again, it's an iPhone for £419. That is a bargain. However, it's not for everyone, and here's why. It's not for the spec hungry. Specs are not everything when it comes to iPhones, and most people don't care about specs, we know that. So that's why this phone will be perfect for so many people. It's not for people that want a massive display. It's not for people that want a high refresh rate display, or a QHD display, or an OLED display, or someone that wants tiny bezels. It's not for those people. It's not for people that want 3 cameras on the back. It's not for people that want an edge-to-edge screen. That's what these devices are for. High refresh rate, QHD. It's not for those people. It's for the people that want to get into the Apple ecosystem for as cheap as possible and know that they're going to get updates for 4 or 5 years with a really fast processor, and they know it's going to work. It's something familiar for them. So, it's not for everyone, but it's perfect for so many people, and I think the iPhone SE is the best budget phone of 2020. With the smartphone market becoming more and more expensive, with both iPhones and Samsung Galaxy phones over £1,000, it's extremely refreshing to see Apple put the iPhone SE 2020 out there. It really throws a spanner in the works of the mid-range market, and I think all OEMs will somehow need to respond to the iPhone SE if they legitimately want to compete at this price range. Especially considering what's currently going on in the world, what a perfect time for Apple to release a cheap brand new iPhone. I'd like to thank everyone for their interaction on my previous video regarding the OnePlus 8 Pro's display issues. I'll be bringing an updated video on that in a few days' time. If you liked what you saw, drop a like, subscribe, and get down in those comments below. Let me know what you think and what do you want to see next. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.